back, viewers. Today we will be testing the advanced decline line indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below. Before we get into testing today's indicator, wanted to put up the indicator scoreboard for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 21 indicators, and out of those 21 indicators, 7 of them have been profitable or have met our 60% win-loss ratio threshold. One of those actually achieved an 85% win rate, which is a very reasonable win rate to trade a single indicator with. So, as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of these 7 indicators and start trading the market now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of the 7 indicators, pick which one you like best, and see what you can do with it. But of course, stick around with us as we work to maximize your profits. So with that being said, let's get into testing today's indicator. Of course, we are on a random pair like usual. We have the take profit and stop loss designated by the ATR, and we have the indicator, the advanced decline line, here below. The advanced decline line is a single line indicator. We have been doing a few videos on indicators like this now. So I kind of saved these and somewhat lumped them together because they are a little bit more challenging to trade or to test, just because they need a little bit more input from us or adding things to it for the indicator to work properly the way we want to test it. So we have the blue line, which is the advanced decline line. We have the orange line, which is a moving average, just a regular moving average. I'm gonna switch it to a 15 moving average here. And so basically, since the average decline line does not have a 0 threshold or a 0 line cross, we needed to add something to it that would allow us to use it to get signals. So we added the moving average, and then we can trade it as a 2-line cross. And so as the advanced decline line crosses the moving average, either up or down, that will be a signal to go either long or short. And so let's get on with testing the advanced decline line. Right, there is our first signal. That is a short signal. It looks like we may have gotten stopped out, and we did. So the first trade would have been a loss, which is a bummer. Here is the second signal right here. Which would have given us our first win. Here is the next signal. Let's see. Looks like we may have gotten stopped out on that one. Also, we did, unfortunately. So at this point, it seems to be doing okay, I suppose. Not wonderful, but not completely horrible either. As it takes a pretty nasty little run of losses there, of course. So we will see what it can give us by the end of the year, but it's not looking too great at this point. Like a few other indicators, it seems to be doing some strange things. It doesn't seem to be kind of following price action. Seems to be just doing whatever it wants to do, which has not turned out to be very good with the other indicators at this point. The other indicators that have done similar things. This indicator is giving a lot of these little clusters of losses, which again is very, very hard to mentally handle when this happens. Like I said in one of my previous videos, it's super challenging. I wish there was a way, and what seems to be happening is every time this indicator makes these sharp little spikes is when these little clusters take place. I mean, you can see it here, sharp little spikes, cluster. Not every time, but every time it happens very close to the moving average. Right here, very close, spikes, cluster of losses. Right here, very close, spikes, cluster of losses. Right here, very close, spikes, cluster of losses. I wish there was a way to smooth out the advanced decline line. Some of the indicators, some of the line indicators that we use have the ability to smooth. And so as you smooth it, it will take these spikes out and just create a little bit more of a smooth flow. And you will find that the indicators that flow a little bit smoother will often have a better win rate and will avoid these clusters of losses. And so it would be really nice if this indicator had such ability to be smoothed out. But as of now, it does not. And so it is just kicking our butt with all these small clusters of losses. Alright, so we are nearing the end of the year now. Alright, that's the end of the year. So again, we have an overtrader. And again, we have just a overwhelming number of losses. And this is what you will find often, is that there are a lot of indicators out there that just do not do a good job. And like I said, if we had the ability to tweak the settings a little bit more, then we might actually be able to make something reasonable out of this indicator. But unfortunately, we do not have that ability. So let's add up what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And so, again, like we will see most of the time, it's the indicators that give us a massive amount of signals in a year often tend to be losers. We are looking for fewer signals and more accurate signals than we are basically gambling by taking crapshoots at a 50-50 possibility at winning or losing. So let's see, we got 46 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We only have 11 winners. And so that puts it at about a 23% win rate. So that makes it officially the worst indicator that we have tested yet. So I've said most of what I needed to say about this indicator. It's a shame it can't be smoothed out a little bit, because I feel like if it had that ability, it would actually might actually be a reasonable indicator. But yeah, it just doesn't have that ability, and so therefore it is not a decent indicator, and so it is going on the no list. If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out, so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView, and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, alright everybody, I will see you on the next video.